Beta, you are appearing for which interview, on which date, and in which place?
Sir, on 24 December for legal specialist officer in Delhi.
Specialist in which subject?
Legal, sir.
Legal. Acha, acha, acha.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, is this your first mock or second mock with me? Second mock, na?
Yes, sir. Second one.
Yeah, very good. Now, um, what are the recent information you have gathered in a legal circle, including what is happening in Parliament?
Yes, sir. Recently, Supreme Court passed major judgments related to governor's power, same-sex marriage, and Article 370. And in this week only, in Parliament, three new bills have been passed, which will replace Indian Penal Code, Criminal Procedure Code, and Indian Evidence Act.
Yes, continue. That's all.
Yes. No, no, sir. Should I explain about the judgments or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Not
sir.
about the judgments, about what has been discussed in the Parliament. What is the effect of this? Some bills have been replaced, you know. So, which bills
Ye-
have been replaced and what is the present position? Has it been passed in both houses? And what is the position about that current position?
Yes, sir. Union Home Minister Amit Shah first time introduced the bills in the Lok Sabha on this year only in August, and these will replace the major laws which are criminal laws basically. First is Indian Penal Code, second is Criminal Procedure Code, and third is Indian Evidence Act. Uh,
Hmm. What happened?
yes, and Indian Code will be replaced by the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, and a Criminal Procedure Code will be replaced by Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, and Indian Evidence Act will be replaced by Bharatiya Sakshya Bill.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, these these three laws were made to strengthen and protect the British rule, and their purpose was to punish and not to give justice.
Hmm.
And our parliament is saying that the soul of the three new bills which were introduced and passed in the parliament, they will protect all the rights given to the Indian citizens by the constitution, and their purpose will not be to just punish but also to provide justice.
Hmm.
This is the main reasoning for introducing the bill.
Hmm. Good. This is how you have to explain clearly. Good. You told the essential point. Very nice. So now this bill has been passed in which house? Lok Sabha,
No, sir, Rajya Sabha,
Rajya Sabha, because it has already been passed in the Lok
Lok
Sabha.
Sabha.
So now for it to become an act, what should happen?
Sir, it actually, there is only one formal procedure left, that is to take the assent of the president and his signature.
Yeah. So the um, approval of president is required. Correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. Now tell me about any other recent judgments of, say, you are from which Uttar Pradesh or which place?
Sir, Delhi only.
Delhi only. So whatever recent judgments made in your Delhi High Court or say Supreme Court, if whatever you can remember, you can please tell me. And more especially, some of the legal decisions, this is recent. Next part of the question is some of the recent, not only recent, previous judgments, say, connecting with the New India Assurance.
Yes, sir. So, sir, if I'm taking right, then I have to explain recent judgments of Supreme Court.
First, you explain about recent important judgments of Supreme Court.
Yes, sir.
Then I will ask another.
Yes, sir. Recent judgment which I go through, Supreme Court ruling on governor's power, like there are many petitions in the Supreme Court regarding governors from the state of Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and recent one is from Punjab. So Supreme Court in the last week only gave his judgment on the governor's power in the case of state of Punjab versus principal secretary. Supreme Court in this case held that actually in this case the state of Punjab held that the governor is over exercising his powers, that whatever bills they process to his or her, he doesn't give his assent, and he never return back to the state legislative assembly for reviewing for reviewing. And in this case, Supreme Court held that governor's power is not uh, discretionary powers. He has to apply reasoning why he is not giving his assent to that bill, or if he is withholding that bill, then he cannot withhold that bill for unlimited time. He has to return the bill as soon as possible if he is not satisfied with the reasoning of the bill.
Then I think something
Yes.
else was passed where the House passes second time the bill and sends it to him. He has to pass it.
To give his assent. Yes, sir. He has to give his assent.
Why did you omit to mention about that?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Now, please tell me what are the important provisions of Insurance Act that you are remembering?
Yes, sir. Insurance. Uh,
What happened?
yes,
You
sir.
did,
Actually,
you didn't expect this question.
yes, sir. Actually, I prepared 2, 3 provisions, but right now I am not able to recall them.
What are the provisions of Insurance Act? Please read this. No
Yes,
insurer.
sir.
Read.
No insurance shall offer any policy or contract in respect of life insurance business other than those described in the prospectus filed with the Chief Controller of Insurance under Clause F of subsection 2 of Section 3, or any amendment to such prospectus filed with the Chief Controller of Insurance under Section 26.
Yeah. What are the provisions of Insurance Act? Please read.
Yes, sir. It outlines the requirements for obtaining a certificate of registration, sets rule for the conduct of the insurance business, and specifies provisions related to solvency margins, investments, and policyholder protection.
Good. Continue.
In 1928, the Indian Insurance Companies Act was enacted to enable the government to collect statistical information about both life and non-life business transacted in India by Indian and foreign insurance, including provident insurance societies.
Hmm.
The Insurance Act 1938 is a law originally passed in 1938 in British India to regulate the insurance sector. It provides the broad legal framework within which the industry operates. The latest Insurance Act that bill seeks to increase the maximum foreign investment allowed in an Indian insurance company. Foreign investment, the act allows foreign investors to hold up to
Now it is raised to
70.
74.
74%, sir.
74. Continue.
74% of the capital in an Indian insurance company, which must be owned and controlled by an Indian entity.
Good.
Life Insurance Act 1956 is to provide for the nationalization of life insurance business in India by transferring all such business to a corporation established for the purpose and to provide for the regulation and control of the business of the corporation and for matters connected therewith or incidental thereto. The
Maybe
Insurance Act
I think maybe it is repeating. Doesn't matter. Read.
Yes, sir. The
Read.
Insurance Act was introduced to regulate the activities of the insurance companies. This act prevents companies from being speculative and forces them to act on sound actuarial principles. Before the original Insurance Act 1938, a Life Insurance Companies Act was passed in 1912. Disadvantages of insurance. Insurance has many terms and conditions. Insurance covers not all losses in a person's life or business situation. Long and costly legal procedures. Fraud agency. Not for all people. Potential criminal activity. Increases cost. Additional fees. And last is professionalism gap. The most important types of insurance are auto, home, renters, umbrella, health, long-term care, disability, and life. Assessing your personal insurance needs and budget constraints with an insurance agent can help you determine which policies to buy and how much coverage you need. Prohibition of transaction of insurance business by certain persons. 2CA power of central government to apply provisions of this act to special economic zones. 2CBs properties in India not to be insured with foreign insurers except with the permission of authority. Section 7 of Insurance Act deals with securities already deposited with the Controller of Currency in compliance with the Indian Life Assurance Companies Act 1912. Shall be transferred by him to the Reserve Bank of India and shall to the extent of their market value, as at the date of the commencement of this act. Insurance Act Amendment 2023 bill is expected to introduce path-breaking reforms, including a provision allowing insurance companies to operate in both life and non-life sectors under a single license, while also addressing crucial aspects such as differential capital and solvency norms. Third-party administrator means a company registered with the authority and engaged by an insurer for a fee or by whatever name called and as may be mentioned in the health services agreement for providing health services as mentioned under the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India. Section 45 of Insurance Act deals with no policy of life insurance shall be called in question on any ground whatsoever after the expiry of 3 years from the date of policy. That is from the date of issuance of the policy or the date of commencement of risk or the date of revival of the policy or the date of the rider to the policy. The General Insurance Business Nationalization Act 1972 was enacted with a view to provide for the acquisition and transfer of shares of Indian insurance companies and undertakings of other existing insurers in order to serve better the need of the economy. Section 3 of Insurance Act deals with every insurer shall value his assets and liabilities in the manner required by his section and in accordance with the regulations which may be made by the authority in this behalf. Definition of risk in insurance is the uncertainty of the occurrence of an event that can cause economic losses. Double insurance refers to the method of getting insurance of same subject matter with more than one insurer or with same insurer under different policies. This means that one can get insurance policies on a subject matter more than its value. A preferred provider organization (PPO) is a type of managed care health insurance plan. PPO plan participants are free to use their services of any provider within their network. They are encouraged but not required to name a primary care physician and don't need referrals to visit a specialist. There are two basic types of insurance. First is life insurance and second is general insurance. There are around 15 different insurance acts passed in India. All the acts were passed over a period of time and have some significance when it comes to the Insurance Act. The Insurance Acts date from back in 1938 to the latest one in 2021. There were 3 amendments in the year 2021. Section 44 in insurance means notwithstanding anything to the contrary contained in any contract between any person and an insurance agent, providing for the forfeiture or stoppage of payment of renewal commission to such insurance agent. No person shall, in respect of life insurance business transacted in India, refuses payment. Section 52 of Insurance Act says if an insured person dies as a result of an employment injury sustained as an employee under this Act, whether or not he was in receipt of any periodical payment for temporary disablement in respect of the injury, dependents' benefit shall be payable at such rates and for such periods and subject. Section 54 excludes voluntary winding up of insurance companies except for the purpose of amalgamation or reconstruction of the company, or it cannot continue its business because of its liabilities.
Doesn't matter. This I'm skipping. Go to 17.
Article 17 of the Indian Constitution states that untouchability is abolished and its practice in any form is forbidden. The enforcement of any disability arising out of untouchability shall be an offence punishable in accordance with the law. The Government of India made it compulsory for car owners to purchase third-party insurance. If the car owner doesn't have a policy that covers their own damage to the car, they won't be able to make any claims for it.
Good. I think I have helped you go through so many things like this.
Yes, sir.
So why don't you study like all these things? So many things are there, Baba. I don't think I'll be able to complete it today.
Yes,
So
sir.
I'm also not sure whether they are really important from the point of view of interview. But as a person going for the interview, I want you to be ready and in a position to answer them without any difficulty. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I was going through NIACL. Yeah. Now let me ask some questions and then I will complete it. Now I have helped you find how many important things are there in your act itself. Understand?
Yes, yes, sir. Thank
Yeah. But of course, you must have studied it, but you are not remembering it immediately. Can you please tell me what is Motor Vehicles Act?
you. Yes, sir. Motor Vehicles Act first passed in 2019. It is for the persons who are driving motor vehicles and to punish them if they are not following basic rules and regulations providing in the Act. The major amendment that happened in the Motor Vehicle Act 2019 is in 2020 is in 2019 only, and recent one is 2022. In 2019, the government removed many provisions and made third-party insurance claims compulsory and compensation for accident victim, and government also emphasized the good Samaritan principle, that is the person who assists or aid the victim. He should not be punished or harassed by the authority. In fact, he should be appreciated by the authority, and there
Can
were
you
provisions for quick.
okay? Can you tell me what is MACT?
Motor, sorry sir, MACT,
Ah,
Motor Accident uh, Claim Tribunal.
what is it?
So it is for settlement of claims, which comes under the Motor Vehicle Act.
Mhm. Do you know something about it? Please study about that, and you must be able to talk about it.
Yes.
What is claim in insurance?
Claim means any amount which person feels that he should be indemnified for his loss.
Mhm. Good. Um, Now, what do you know about the recent calamities in Tamil Nadu?
Yes, sir. There is one storm in Tamil Nadu named
Migjan, no?
Migjan. Yes, Migjan, and due to which there is uh, devastated catastrophe. Actually, many persons and many buildings were collapsed, and in fact, exams were also postponed for some interviews, and they were in recent time also they were warning for heavy rain, and all the schools and colleges were shut.
Mhm. Good. Um, how technology is used in insurance sector?
Yes, sir. Nowadays, many companies are offering their app like LIC and NISCL also, through which the insured person won't need to go to the registered office. He can pay his premium, or he can give his request for the new policy or for his claim through app only.
Good. Last question. What are the cases relating to NICL you have studied?
Yes, yes, sir. Uh, I have gone through 4 5 cases related to NISCL. First one is NISCL and others versus Rajeshwar Sharma. In this case, Supreme Court held that when there is an exclusionary clause in an insurance policy, the burden lies on the insurer to establish that the exclusion is attracted to deny the claim of the policyholder. And
Hmm.
second one is Sushila being Indravardhan Gandhi and another versus NISCL. In this case, also Supreme Court explained in detail the difference between contract of service and contract for service while dealing with the insurance case. In this case, Supreme Court held that if there is an ambiguity in the policy, then that ambiguity should be interpreted against the party who has drafted the contract, that is against the insurer and not against the insured person. Another case is NISCL versus Paresh Mohanlal Parmar. In this case, Supreme Court iterated the legal principle of good faith and its equal application between both, that is the insurer and the insured. Supreme Court said that unless the insured is duly informed about the exclusionary clause, the insurer company the insurance company cannot apply the exclusionary clause against the insured person. it held that insurance company is duty bound to disclose all the material facts and all the exclusionary clause to the insured person. Otherwise, at the later stage, insurance company cannot deny the claim on the basis of exclusionary clause.
Is it that
Another case,
you only talked all this in the first time in your first interview also, or some other candidate?
yes,
Did
sir.
you?
Actually, in last interview, I talked 3 to 4 case laws, and after that, I searched more, and now I prepared 7 cases so that if I forget one or two, I have at least 3, 4 to answer.
Excellent. Very happy. Very, very happy. Now, tell me about landmark judgments. I think this question also you answered last time. Can you
Yes,
remember something which you have not told in the last time?
sir, you asked me about FEMA Act and SARFAESI Act,
Hmm. No, I am
and
asking
at the
about landmark judgments.
okay, okay. Uh, uh, the most landmark judgment is one from them is Keshavananda Bharti case. In this case, this case is landmark judgment in the constitutional law. In this case, Supreme Court iterated the concept of doctrine of basic structure. This case is holds great importance in the uh, context of Indian Constitution. It
Okay.
holds that
Last question. Why do you want to join insurance?
yes, sir. I want to join insurance sector. There are many reasons. One is that there are great opportunities in this sector. Like according to recent reports, insurance penetration in India is only around 3 to 4%. So there is much scope for growth in this sector. And another reason is that during my LLB, I liked insurance subject, so I wanted to apply that knowledge in my career. And the recent post in NISCL perfectly aligns with my career aspirations. So I want to join NISCL as a legal officer.
What is your father?
So my father is an advocate.
Oh, which cases is he handling?
He is handling civil cases, matrimonial cases, criminal
Mhm.
cases also.
Matrimonial cases. Um,
Uh, like uh,
what are the major cause of divorce?
uh, so according to me, major cause of divorce is like people refuse to adjust. So if they both adjust for each other, then there is, according to me, actually there is no divorce.
Hmm.
There is compatibility or adjustment issues between each other.
Mhm. Good. Anyhow, best wishes. Thank you so much. See, in your case, legal people questions can come from any type. You can be asked general question, you can be asked legal question, you can be asked general knowledge question, everything. So be ready, prepare very well, and go attend the interview and send the questions you are being asked. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Best wishes. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.